Nigerians storm Ukraine embassy in Abuja, volunteer to fight Russian invasion. I pray the Ukrainians put those Nigerians on the front line. How can you be so dumb? I mean, it's getting very hard to vibe with Nigerians. Most Nigerians can't be trusted. This is a case of Stockholm Syndrome. After the way the Africans were and is still being treated in Ukraine, you still have a group of Africans, the Nigerians, who want to join. You're nothing but a bunch of butt kissers. And here's the kicker for this story. The Nigerians must pay $1,000 for flight ticket and visa. I mean, it should be. I mean, if the Ukrainians are getting their butts kicked by the Russians, you should foot the bill for anybody that want to come and assist you with this fight. But the dumb Nigerians, hey, go ahead on and stick it to them. Charge them $1,000, put them on the front line, and make sure that their uniform is equipped with tracking devices so Vladimir Putin can track them down and do what he got to do. Black people in America, we love Africa. But there are certain parts of Africa that, I don't know, just ain't too good. And Nigeria is the one area that comes to mind. We all know that Nigeria was instrumental in the slave trade. And when you look at Africa, Nigeria is the one that is pretty much left alone. They get a lot of assistance from Americans, the British, to do what? To be the enforcers. When you look at those photos of the black Nigerians being colonized by the British, I noticed that there are some people that didn't have to bow down, at least not right then, like the rest of the Africans did. Mainly the chief. Oh yeah, he's sitting back in the back smiling, setting his people out at the same time for a few trinkets and gifts. And this is something that happens all the time. These Nigerians who want to go and fight in Ukraine are looking for some type of trinket or a gift or a pat on the head. That is something about a person that has been colonized. That's the Stockholm Syndrome. What I'm speaking on is that black people are being beaten down by white people. And black people still want to go out of their way to prove that, hey, I will die for you. I die for you. I do anything for you. I fight for you. I fight the other white man. Instead of these Nigerians want to fight for Ukrainians, against the Russians, why don't they take their behinds home and fight for Africa? Where are these fearless and brave fighters when it comes to standing up against Boko Haram? Where are these courageous and fearless fighters when it comes to stand up to ISIS? Where are these courageous and fearless and brave fighters when it comes to standing up to weed. One thing we know in America about Nigerians is that they are scammers. And a scammer is a liar because they have to lie to people. So I don't believe anything that comes out of a Nigerian's mouth. I hate to generalize and say like all Nigerians, but hey, the ones I met, liars. Every last one. And they're sneaky. And you cannot trust them because they have an ulterior motive. That's to come up off of you. And another thing about what these Nigerians do when they come to America, one of the first places they go to try to get a job is at the prison, being prison guards. So now you want to be a prison guard or a soldier for the Ukrainians, not for your own people, always against your best interests. You know, like I said, I love black people and I wish that we all could get along. But as the days go by, it is quite evident that we all just cannot get along. Now I've listened to Tariq Nasheed going back and forth with these immigrants. And for a while I was kind of, man, maybe going a little too hard on these immigrants. But I don't know. I think that you got to go in hard on these immigrants. When I think about all the black people in America that coon and go against black people, they all are immigrants. They're not, like as you say, foundation of black Americans. They might have been there for 1 or 2 generations, but they haven't been there for the long haul. They don't mind selling out. If they sell out people in their own country, homeland, what do you think they'll do to a black American? They say all type of silly and stupid things that go against our best interests. And they think that, hey, well, maybe if I kiss butt loud enough, that I won't get treated like the other black people. I just don't understand how a person like that can look himself in the face, can go to sleep at night, can stand up in the presence of their family and say that I'm a man. After being in America for quite some time, I noticed that certain people can get away with nothing. Then there are others that they seem to let run amok with whatever they do. And it seems as if they allow Nigerians to do whatever they want to do here in America. They're the biggest scam artists on the planet. And America doesn't seem to clamp down on them for that. It's like they're allowed to do certain things, and I always wonder why. That's because these Nigerians do America's bidding. Anybody that is willing to go against black Americans, those people are going to be compensated. But in the long run, they're going to be disposed of like all the rest. And these dumb Africans, these dumb Nigerians that want to go and fight side by side with the Ukrainians are a bunch of sellouts. They're dumb, they're ignorant, they're stupid, and I pray that they do end up on the front line. And I hope that they all get wiped out. White supremacy has taken a lot of L's here lately. And a lot of white supremacists have gone down. They need replacements. all those racist white people up in Ukraine, when they leave Ukraine, where are they going? They're coming to America to replace those dumb racists. They're going to try to educate these racists on how to be smart racists. Then when the people get upset about what's going on, here comes Officer Okoye to make everybody disperse and go home. If these Nigerians want to fight, put them on the front line. Let's see what they got. Maybe they were holding something back. I mean, whatever fighting skills that they have that they didn't use in Nigeria, they're going to show the world against the Russians in Ukraine. Put them on the front line. I mean, just think about it. Ukraine is getting their butts plastered. And you have a group of people who say, we want to help you. We want to help you fight. And Ukraine said, okay, if you want to help us fight, it's going to cost you $1,000. And you dumb Africans still want to go and fight? So these Nigerians, they think they're slick. They want to go and say they want to help the Ukrainians fight, but they're looking for something in return. And what you're going to get in return is a steel-toe boot. You're not going to get anything. How many black people have done this in the past? Want to go and help somebody fight that don't give two squats about you. Just last week they were talking about how they was treating the Africans in Ukraine. Now here all of a sudden, well, maybe if we kiss their butts a little loud and say that we're going to fight for them, that they'll accept us. Why you treat the Africans like this? We helping you fight the Russians, and this is how you treat us? I really hate to go in on Africans because, I'm black. And why would I want to go in on black people? But I just see too many black people doing stupid stuff that needs to be addressed. And this is very dumb, what you're doing. And it's evident that you're looking for something in return. You're not just doing this just to be doing this because you feel sorry for the Ukrainians. You're looking for something in return. What is it? I read that there were 110 of those Nigerians that said they want to enlist in this war. And hopefully, after this war, there will be 110 less idiots for black people to worry about. And remember, when you see a family that you are not a part of having a fight, don't you get involved unless you want that family to come against you. I'll tell you this one thing, America. If the Nigerians are willing to volunteer to fight against the Russians, maybe you should sit this one out. I mean, you know what happened the last time you assisted someone to beat the Russians?